Greetings, welcome to Scottie's Toy Box. I'm Scottie, and I want to talk to you today about a subject I really don't understand: racism. Let me ask you a question. Why do we need this? Why do we have it? It makes no sense to me, and let me explain to you why. We have all the scientific proofs we need. We have the Human Genome Project and all the DNA evidence. But besides that, we know just within our own communities that there are all levels of people that we know. There's the computer smart guy who can't tie his shoes. There's the young kids that are young people, I should say, not kids, the people that are into sports or hyperactive, or there's the ones that read and are so smart they blow your mind away. There's those that are into spiritual things, and there is every level of activity and intelligence and reasoning ability and interests. Now, I look at that and I say, all of these people around me, all of them, have all these differences. How can I say item A and item B are not equal? In other words, I expect the same is in every community. Now, I have not lived in predominantly Asian communities. I've never been overseas, but I was in Germany quite a bit. I mean, I've never been into Asia continents. I've been in Germany. When I was a young soldier, I spent 3 or 4 years in Germany, and I loved it. And I loved the people. I never could learn to speak a language. I did not consider myself superior to them with my knowledges, and I'm hoping they did not ever seem to show me that they felt superior to me. Now, I did notice people that I would say in the military who had all walks of life, that just like right here in my own retirement community, there's some that give a box of raisins a raise for intelligence, and there's some that the box of raisins would win, you know. There's some people that sit on their couch and do nothing all day, and there's some that are outside all the time. And all the differences from start to finish, all of them. So I cannot honestly say that one race is better or superior to another. Some people have gifts that don't really come from race. They more come from community. If you come from a community of large people and you're fed well, chances are you're going to be a large person. You come from a community of smaller people, chances are you're going to be a smaller person. Do some races have traits? Yes. Again, not superior, not lesser than. So this goes all back to I cannot understand racism. I don't see a need for it. I see, to me, it's like colorism. Let's just use that. Blue versus red. They're both colors. I got a blue house outside my window and I got a red shirt. Is one superior or inferior to the other? That's, in my mind, how I equate it. The color itself has no inferior or superior abilities. Now, to quite frankly get to the point which got me thinking on this was the Charleston and Boston rallies. And in Charleston, the rally, I watched the videos of what they were chanting. And what do these white supremacist, white national people want? They want, according to everything I can figure, to have all other non-whites gone, to have a country of their own. And I asked myself, why? Well, for some of them, they just simply have an inferiority complex, and the only way they can feel better about themselves is to join groups that say you're pretty good. You're better than that guy. You know, he might have been, well, let's use President Obama. Genius, as far as he's really good in school. He's got law degrees, college degrees, all these accomplishments, and was a pretty decent president, all things considered. Uh, but are you telling me that he's a superior person? Well, in his talents and that, he uses his talents better. But his skin color makes him neither superior or inferior. His actions, on the other hand, show that he's a pretty decent guy, a pretty superior person in those respects of his actions, but not of his race, because his race is human. My race is human. When you stop and look at it, little side point here, none of us are pure anything anymore. There used to be in the South the one drop rule. But I don't care about the one drop rule, because if you go and get tested genetically, you've got all these influxes of these different genetic traits. Now, I don't know to the degree that I am having the trait of this race or that race or the others, but I know I'm mixed. Does that make me inferior or superior? Do I go with the majority of my traits or the minority? See, it's all relatively silly. And in the future, we will be pretty much homogeneous. Genius? No, that doesn't mean you're going to be looking for partners of the same sex. What it means is that we're coming together so that there won't be drastic differences. Some people will be a little darker than others. Some people's eyes might be a little different shaped. Right now, I'm not too sure that we're already not there. But back to the chanters and the supremacists and that, and wanting their safe space. When you look at it, that's what they want, is their safe space. Well, why do they want that? Because they're afraid. That's what I heard with their chanting. I'm afraid. I can't compete, and no one will help me if I have to ask. And I'm afraid to ask the other people, and I'm afraid that my people won't help unless these other people are gone. Well, I don't understand that. I do understand being afraid. Been there and done that a few times, and it's not a good feeling. But the problem becomes this: why are you afraid? Now, people out there are going to stand up and say, no, they're not afraid. Why, they're big, tough, strong men, and they carry clubs, and they want to fight. Oh, we want to fight. Everybody went there, most of them wanting a fight. And it's easy to fight in a crowd. It's really easy when it's 5 or 6 against 1. When it's one-on-one, that is a totally different situation. Now, but they wanted to fight. They wanted to brawl. And I still don't even, whoops, I turned the camera. This is going to drive me crazy for a while. Anyway, I had reset the camera. So I heard fear, a real fear. Jews will not replace us. Okay, first of all, why not? Or why worry about it? Does it matter? It doesn't matter. And quite frankly, why would you be scared of that? Because the only reason to be scared that somebody's going to replace you at what you do is if you don't do it well. Right up, straight on. If you lay bricks and you're bad at it, somebody else is going to replace you because they're better at it. If you do software programming and you really stink, somebody else does it better and they're going to replace you. But I think it's on a deeper level they're worried about. They're really worried about being replaced entirely. Not just a skill or a job or a home. They're worried about their lives suddenly being replaced. And that's stupid. Quite frankly, straight up stupid. Nobody's coming in and wanting to kill anybody. As a matter of fact, it's the white supremacist groups and nationalists that actually are the ones that want these kind of genocides or want these kind of isolations. If you accept everybody as normal and as best can be, then you wouldn't have any fear that if you were in trouble, the next guy would help you. The next lady will do something that you need that you can't do for yourself. Now look, I saw it down in Texas. Nobody asked when they were rescuing people in boats and that, their race, their gender, their nationality, their sexual orientation. It was, can I help? Think about it, just straight up, can I help? And that's really where we need to go, what we need to do. So if you're a white supremacist, or if you're a white person thinking that sitting in, oh gee, that group is getting stronger and this group's getting stronger, the ones really you need to worry about, I would say, are the dominionists, the religious groups that want to force their life on you. Races are not forcing their life on you. They want to live. We all want to live basically the same. We want to have enough food to eat. We want to have people who love us and that we love. We want to have shelter. We want to have nice things, bigger TVs and better computers and great pets and offices full of more junk than we need. Quite frankly, people, racism should be a dead issue because it makes no sense. And all it says to me, when you're crying about being replaced by another group, is that you're scared. All right. Now, next video, I'm going to dabble a little bit into why religious organizations are different than race organizations, and why race superiority or race fears are different than religious fears. Alrighty, people. This has been a rant by Scottie at Scottie's Toy Box. Please look through my toy box, see if there's any toys you like and that you want to play with for a while. Read, comment, and have a good time. With many hugs, Scottie's out.